All you hear is the
Oh, don't mind
sounds
us.
of
We're only. Oh, don't mind us. We're watching our own videos.
That's not.
We're not self-centered.
What is that? Narcissistic?
Yeah, same thing. Same difference.
Shit.
Everybody at this fucking mall tonight is like, I gotta drive fast. I gotta drive fast. I got places to go. But no, so okay.
Jesus fucking ass crackety Christ, dude. What the fuck?
So we were sitting in the mall, local shopping plaza, and we were talking about how people in our particular area don't necessarily know or understand that there's more. Look at this fucking camera. Look at this shit. People don't realize that even if there's not, you don't know exactly what you're looking for, the only way to find it is to go out there and look for it.
You gotta get out of the box that you like are born in, man.
Yeah, and it's,
not that the box you're born in is bad, but go out and see what's outside that shit.
especially, you know, being born and raised in St. Louis, I jumped at the chance when I went to college to go to another state because I applied to 4 schools. I applied to 3 schools out of state and 1 school in state. I applied to 1 in-state school, 2 schools in Chicago, and then I applied to 1 school for business because I was like, okay, I'm one of those people that really, really, really heavily believes in fate. So if I had gotten accepted to that business school, that's where I would have gone. But I didn't get accepted to the school for business, and I got accepted to the 2 art schools in Chicago that I applied to. So it was like, okay, I guess I'm going to school in Chicago. Like,
everything happens for a reason.
yeah, and to me, that I was only gone for a few months, but it was the most liberating, like exhilarating learning experience that I could have ever had.
One of the best things to do, honestly, I say one of the best things a lot in life because I don't want to simply say this is the end all be all. I think this time I can actually say the best thing to do for yourself in life to improve is to get out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Period.
You can't live your life comfortable.
Getting into cooking. I was thrown into that shit. I cook for a living. I was thrown into that shit, but I mean, when I finally, you know, I showed the people that I was trying and they kept me doing what I'm doing, now I got a skill that I can take anywhere. Acting, when I finally started pursuing acting, that was some of the, you know, in a way, semi-scariest shit, because it was like, how am I gonna, you know, find acting jobs? Where am I gonna go? Yeah, where am I gonna go? But it's not as scary because I know how to do it.
Yeah.
But at first it was like, how am I gonna find acting jobs? Oh my God, a career is acting, but it was like, I'm never going to even start getting a career in acting
if I don't try.
If I don't fucking get out of my comfort zone of being comfortable not looking.
Yeah. And that's
fucking try.
And that's even to say, like, more than just finding a career, more than doing what you love to do, it's also just about experiencing things. Like, there's only so much you can experience in your hometown. There's only so many things you can do no matter where you live in the world. And as much of a culture junkie as I am, I cannot wait till the day where I can be like, I'm getting on a plane to go where the fuck ever to learn something about people that I don't even know about.
My mom takes trips all the fucking time. My mom cannot stay in St. Louis. She was just saying yesterday to me, thinking about going to Chicago. When? Friday. And it was like, what, Sunday? I'm like, well, wow,
like,
okay.
All right, Mom, bye.
But I mean, my mom has been out of the country and everything, and it's because now that she, you know, has gotten to that point where she's retired, but even before that, when she was getting to, you know, getting to that point where she got the money, it's like, who wants to stay in St. Louis, let alone Missouri, let alone America forever? Like, what is wrong with you?
Like, who doesn't want to see what's outside? Like,
and now she's got time and money so she can do that. And I'm waiting until I can get to that point. Who in the hell wants to be that person to be like, oh, I'm from St. Louis and I'm only gonna stay in St. Louis, maybe East St. Louis,
and that's it.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
So mad to hear people like, when I say I want to travel or like I want to do, you know, I want to do this, I want to do that. Why you want to go there? Why wouldn't I? Would I want to be like, yeah, I've traveled. I've gone from North St. Louis to South St. Louis. exciting.
And then East St. Louis, that's out of the state, right?
Oh,
that's out of the
goodness.
state, right?
Oh gosh, it's technically on the other side of the river, but I've been there too. Like, which I actually have. But,
I mean, yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like, and like I was telling you earlier before when we first started talking about this shit. I got to that point. I think that's why I'm like that, partially because at a young age, me and my brother, we used to take trips out of the city all the time.
And see, we didn't go out of the city, but we definitely took a trip every summer. Like
Out of the state.
My mom was like, we're going so and so this year, and it could have been the same place we went the year before, but we weren't going to be in St. Louis for the whole summer. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. I think that's one of the things that adds to intelligence, somebody's intelligence, is if they have traveled, then their mind gets expanded, so therefore they know, I can be more, and you start thinking
right
in a more expanded, broader
because
sense.
it's like, wow, I've been to this place, but I wonder what this place is like. You start to think,
And you start thinking outside the box.
you start to wonder.
So, yeah.
You start to wonder about these things, and that to me, wondering and thinking and observing is the only way you can get through life.
Oh God, yeah.
Like you can't walk around with your head down the whole time. You gotta look up. You gotta be perceptive. You gotta be observant. You gotta fix this goddamn camera one more time.
And just because people are different from you or are not from where you are doesn't mean that you're better than them.
That makes them more interesting.
Or vice versa, really. It doesn't mean they're better than you.
Like,
all that means is this is somebody who's different. Like you said, it makes them interesting. But it's like an African person, like actually from Africa, who's like legitimately from Ethiopia. I mean, and it's like that's some interesting shit.
but that,
Shit, are you're a legitimate French person, and we're in France? Show me some shit.
Right.
Like
that's one thing. Like, making friends in a city where you've never been is the most fun shit that you can do. Now, granted, when I went to Chicago, I had made friends with a bunch of, like, our school had this online, like, Facebook thing where you could comment, like, post stuff and share stuff. It's like, oh, I'm so excited, class of 2015, blah, 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 blah. And so I made a really good friend who actually I was Snapchatting back and forth with last night. But, like,
that's what's up.
We were like good friends before we even met each other. Like, we just exchanged stories. Like, we would tweet each other back and forth.
That's what's up.
And then we move into the dorms, and it's like, hey, what room are you in? I'm in this room. Okay, I'm in this room. And like, we met for the first time, and it was like we had never not met each other. That's to me, meeting people and like understanding them, and having somebody to from day one of college to explore this brand new city that neither one of us had been to before was just like,
it's like,
wow,
why
I have a friend. Like,
I guess at the end of the day, all we're saying is the stupidest thing you can do is be born. We're all born in a little bit of a box, but to want to stay in that box and think that people who want to look outside the box are idiots
crazy.
and weirdos.
Yeah, there was one quote that I made up that was like,
What'd you say?
what?
Oh shit.
Your lights are on. Don't live your life in the box because you won't realize it until you're buried in one.
You already said that in one theater.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Well, then y'all already know that. Hi, Jeremy.
We're shooting a video for our YouTube channel.
Because we have a video that needs to be posted tomorrow and we didn't record one.
But that's pretty much it.
In closing, don't be afraid to take a look out that box.
Don't be afraid to be different, and don't be afraid to be that one person that wants to be different and wants to be like opposite everybody.
Remember, you're a differential.
Exactly. So, trying to fix my fender thing.
What are you doing? Oh, okay.
So that's a good segue, if any. So, as always,
bye.
And
stay different differentials.